Hey, it's Rob Jackson with Fandroid.com. I'm here also with Steve Albright, and we're looking at the Sony Ericsson Xperia Active, which is a really cool phone that has Ant+, which allows you to connect it to lots of different monitors, heart rate things, physical activities. We'll show you a couple in a little bit, but first let's take a little look at the device itself. This is running Android 2.3. You can see it's a really small screen. You've got a back button, home button, menu button here. The interface is kind of unique, and it's helpful with these small screens. When you're not on the home screen, you can see shortcuts come up in each of the corners. It's pretty quick for an Android 2.3 device. This has a 1 gigahertz Qualcomm processor. Let's just take a look at the settings really quick. About phone. And this is actually available online, not available with a carrier in the United States. It is available in Europe, and I think he said the price point off contract is around $325. But it is a phone too. It looks small enough where it could be just a mobile internet device or something like that. You can see here's a little connection for a hand strap. If we open up this, we've got 3.5mm headset jack, and we've got micro USB. And these are kind of sturdy inputs here to unplug them, and that's because this is actually, they call it water resistant, but he said you could submerge this in 1 meter of water for up to a half an hour or so, and it won't break. It'll work perfectly fine, and it has wet finger tracking too, so if you've been in the ocean, surfing, swimming, something like that, you'll be able to use it. Also, if you're sweating, I guess, is the idea here. You've got the power button on the edge, and this is a pretty durable plastic on here. Nothing on these sides. Over here we've got the volume rocker, the camera button. It does have a 5-megapixel camera with flash on the back. There's a speaker.
One important thing to note is on the front, it looks like it has a front-facing camera, but these are actually just sensors, and face detection sensor and light sensor. So it does not actually have a front-facing camera. But for anyone with an active lifestyle, this is a great phone, great device. I was just playing around with the navigation of the operating system. It's running 2.3, which it's a great version of 2.3, and it's running very fast.
It looks like this, I'm not sure if I accidentally held down the power button or if it just shut off, but we're running back up. Let's show you some of the accessories while we're at it, because this is half of what this device is all about. You can connect it to, here is a heart rate monitor, and you can see this connects to your chest, and so you put it obviously underneath your shirt, strap it on, and this will get your heart rate and all sorts of information about your body and put it into an app. So it actually, for something like Bluetooth, you need to pair.
So let's go in.
But with Ant+,
let me get a better picture here. Go into this app.
and it just connects directly, so it will sense what devices are being used.
We'll scan for the devices.
And it will actually, now there's a couple people at the booth testing things out, so you can see there are a couple on here.
So we'll just save that, and go back to the main screen here. I think we connected the booth.
And there you go. So you've got...
So, as you can see, we're actually taking out the sensor to see actual heart rate on the device, and that's all using Ant+ technology, which is they do have an app coming out with Adidas, which is another device altogether, but right now they currently do not have an Android version of their software, but it is offered on an iPhone platform. But the nice thing about this device is it has Ant+ built in. The iPhone, you actually have to have a third-party connector to be able to communicate with that kind of device. So Ant+ is very important for anyone that has a active lifestyle and accessories to go along with that.
With this Garmin, you just connect this to your shoestring, actually. So, or you put that on your top of your laces, so it's on your foot, and then when you're walking around, it'll count how many steps you're doing, so you can get distance information. With the Adidas ones, it's pretty cool. It has it in any direction. So basically, if you're playing soccer, you're running obviously back and forth. You're not walking in one straight line, and it will detect how far you've traveled and other information about whatever physical activity or exercise you're doing. So for someone who's active, the Xperia Active, pretty cool device for a lot of reasons. The Ant Plus is great. It has a lot of accessories it could work with. It's small and it's portable, so it's great to carry around, and it's waterproof, which if you're carrying it around while you're exercising, sweating, actually this picture in the background here, they said this guy surfing, you go surfing with it in the water and stuff, and works perfectly fine. So
now, one thing is, we're saying waterproof. Now, they use the term water resistance because you can't just keep it underwater forever. So that is a very important aspect, that it only lasts under up to 1 meter and for a half hour in length of time.
That is the Sony Ericsson Xperia Active here at CES 2012. Look for more CES coverage at Fandroid.com.